Good evening, students. Welcome back to the class. In last lecture, we discussed about some numerical problems related with the time dilation phenomena, and today we are continuing that topic for the length contraction also. Today we are trying to solve some problems related with the length contraction. In last lecture, we solved all problems related with the time dilation phenomena. Okay. Today we will solve some problems with length contraction as well as Lorentz transformation. First of all, in first numerical, in the inertial system S, an event is observed to take place at point A on the x axis and 10 to the power of minus 6 second later another event take place at a point P. 900 meter further down, find the magnitude and direction of the velocity of S prime with respect to S in which two events appear simultaneously. Means here two frame of references are there, S and S prime. An event at t is equal to 0, both A S and S prime lies at the same point, and event B is occurred after 10 to the power of minus 6 second. That is why, as we know, T1 is equal to T1 prime plus Vx1 prime by c square divided by square root of 1 minus v square by c square, or gamma is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. Similarly, a second event T2 is equal to gamma into T2 prime plus Vx2 prime by c square. I want to find out the time interval between two events. T2 minus T1 is equal to gamma times T2 prime minus T1 prime plus gamma into V into x2 prime minus x1 prime by c square. We know at t in first event at point A, both frame S and S prime lies at the same point. That is why T2 prime minus T1 prime is 0 in that case, and in second event now at a point B, both frame of references are differ by 10 to the power of minus 6 second. That is why T2 minus T1 is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 is equal to gamma into V by c square is nothing but a beta. V by c square is nothing but a beta, as we discussed in Lorentz transformation, into x2 prime minus x1 prime. x2 prime by x1 by prime is equal to 900 meter down, 900, x2 prime minus x1 prime is equal to 900. If we substitute all the numerical data in this formula, then we will get gamma into beta is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 into 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by 900, which is equal to 1/3. Now 1/3, if we substitute the value of gamma, or if we simplify, then we will get beta is equal to 0.316. Gamma beta is equal to V by C, and gamma is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. If we simplify, beta is equal to 0.316. The velocity of S prime is 0.316 times the velocity of light with respect to S along the positive direction. Means our S prime frame is moving with a constant speed. That speed is equal to 0.316 times the velocity of light along positive direction. it may be along positive x direction. In this way we can solve such a complicated problem also by using a time dilation phenomena or by using a Lorentz transformation equation or inverse Lorentz transformation equation. Next, in second problem, if a rod is to appear shrink by half along its direction of motion, at what speed should it travel? We know its compressed length is half of its original length. Therefore, L is equal to L naught by gamma is a length contraction formula, which is equal to, or L is equal to L by 2. L by 2. L is equal to L naught by gamma and L is equal to L naught by 2. If left hand side of is L, therefore we can equate right hand side. L naught by gamma is equal to L naught by 2, or 1 by gamma is equal to 1 by 2, or gamma is equal to 2. Or if gamma is equal to 2, you can solve in two different ways by using beta formula, or you can solve if gamma is equal to 2 means what? Gamma is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. If gamma is equal to 2 is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. We know the value of gamma, we know the value of c. I want to find out the velocity, or v, I want to find out v. If we substitute all that value, finally you will get v is equal to 2.448 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, means which is comparable with the velocity of light. If that rod is moving with 2.448 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second speed along the direction of motion, then and then only it can contract half of its original length. Okay. Next, if a rod travels with speed is equal to 0.8 times c, 0.8 times c along its length, how much does it shrink? As we know, L is equal to gamma times L naught, or gamma is equal to 1 by beta square, or gamma is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. You can solve by two different ways. By using direct, you can substitute gamma is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square, or gamma is equal to 1 minus beta square, square root of 1 minus beta square. Therefore, L naught, L is equal to gamma times L naught, which is equal to 1 minus 0.8 square, or 1 by square root of 1 minus 0.8 c square by c square, c square get cancelled, 1 minus 0.8 square, 0.8 square means what? 0.64, 1 minus 0.64 means 0.36, which is equal to 0.6 times L naught, 0.6 times L naught, means compressed length is equal to 0.6 times the proper length, or change in length is delta L is equal to L naught minus L is, which is equal to 0.4 times L naught. You can solve by this way also. Next, assume the rest radius of earth is 6400 km, rest radius, and its orbital speed about the sun is 30 km. How much does Earth's diameter appears to be shortened to an observer on the sun due to Earth's orbital motion? Kilometer per second. As we know, beta is equal to v by c. We know the value of orbital speed of our Earth is 30 km per second divided by c. C is nothing but velocity of light. 30 km into 30 km per second into 3 into 10 to the power of 5 km per second, which is equal to 10 to the power of minus 4. 10 to the power of minus 4. The value of beta is equal to 10 to the power of minus 4, and 1 by gamma is equal to 1 by gamma is equal to 1 minus beta square raised to 1 half, or 1 by gamma is equal to square root of 1 minus v square by c square. If you substitute the value of beta, then 1 minus 1 by 2 into beta square, or 10 to the power of minus 4 square, which is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 8. Then second aim is how much Earth's diameter appear to be shortened, that I want to find out, delta L, which is equal to L naught minus L, or L naught minus L is nothing but L naught by gamma. If we take L naught, or if we substitute the value of gamma, 1 by gamma is equal to 1 minus beta square raised to 1 half. If we take L naught is common, then 1 minus beta square raised to 1 half. If we simplify that, then we will get 1 half times L naught beta square, 1 half times L naught. The rest radius is 6400 kilometer, 1 half into 6400 kilometer into beta square is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 8 kilometer. If we simplify, you will get change in diameter by 3.2 centimeter. Thus, the Earth appeared to be shrink by 3.2 centimeter if its orbital speed is 30 km per second and its radius is 6400 km. Then Earth will shrink by 3.2 centimeter. It is a very small radius, change in radius as compared to the 6400 km. Next, if the mean proper lifetime of muon is 2.2 into 10 to the power of minus 6 seconds, what average distance would they travel in a vacuum before decaying in the reference frame, in which its velocity is measured to be 0.6 times the velocity of light? Now, T is equal to T naught by 1 minus beta square raised to 1 half, or T naught by square root of 1 minus v square by c square, T naught times gamma. We know the proper time, which is equal to 2.2 into 10 to the power minus 6 divided by 1 minus 0.6 square raised to 1 half. If we simplify, then its time T is equal to 2.75 into 10 to the power of minus 6 second. Now, distance d is equal to velocity into time. It gives a distance. We know the velocity. Velocity is 0.6 times the velocity of light. 0.6 into 3 to 10 to the power of 8 into 2.75 into 10 to the power of minus 6, which is equal to 495 meter. Means what average distance would they travel in a vacuum before decaying? This much distance, 495 meter distance can travel before they decaying if its mean lifetime is 2.2 into 10 to the power minus 6 seconds and its velocity is 0.6 times the velocity of light. Compare this distance with distance the muon see while traveling. Now, actual distance d naught is equal to v times t naught. V is equal to 0.6 into 3 to 10 to the power of 8 into 2.2 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Actual proper lifetime is 2.2 into 10 to the power minus 6. If you calculate, it gives 396 meter. That's how they shrink their length by an amount 101 meter. Okay. In this way, this kind of numerical problems will ask in a university exam also, or they will ask such kind of simple problems like second one. this one or this one in a MCQ type question also. Okay, now this is all about the problem related with the length contraction, time dilation and Lorentz transformation equation. Okay, in next lecture we discuss about the velocity addition, energy mass relation and relativistic mass concepts. Okay, if you have any doubt up to this lecture, you can ask me. Thank you.